All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with a real quick post-fight discussion video. Got to talk about this Strike fight a little bit because, I was anticipating this matchup here because I like both of these fighters, young prospects on the come up. Sam Hughes versus Yazmine Jauregui, man. Look, I was going for Sam in this one. I am a fan of her, and, I do like the hard work that she's been putting in. And, that's why I was rocking with her because, I wanted to see her put it together in this fight. But when it came down to it, I've been watching Yazmine Jauregui for a minute now, and, I've been watching both of these fighters, but I know that style-wise, when you put these two together, when you got a fighter like Yazmine Jauregui, who is very, who's very naturally athletic, naturally fast, possesses, some decent pop in her shots, you put that type of style together with somebody like Sam, who is going to take her time a little bit more and is a little bit more technical and not as fast, you just got to look at the style here, and I'm not surprised Yazmine Jauregui was able to pretty much, dominate each round with her speed. She dominated each round with combinations and speed. That's what it came down to. I figured for Sam in this fight, it was going to have to come down to her establishing a jab and really getting the rhythm down of Yazmine Jauregui. But there's something about, Jauregui's style that kind of puts these fighters, I think, in a bit of a frantic where they have to, where they feel like they have to play catch up at times. But, sometimes you just have to find your rhythm. You just have to take your time in there, and you have to use timing. You have to kind of figure out what your opponent's doing, with the first couple of combinations, and then boom, start to establish your jab and just kind of go from there, So I think Sam Hughes, that's what she had to do in this fight. But I think that speed just got to her. Every time she would step in, she would connect with like one or two, and Yazmine Jauregui would come back with three or four, right? She would come back with three or four. Like when she would step in, Stan was double jabbing in the first round, double jabbing in the first round. But at times, whenever she would stay in a little too long, she would get caught by the right hand from Yazmine Jauregui. So from there, Yazmine knew the rhythm of Sam. She was going to try to step in and boom, boom, boom. All she had to do was let these combinations go, and that's where she was most comfortable at. Like I said, I've seen a lot of her previous fights. The next level that had to happen was seeing Sam Hughes try to drop a level, and shout out to Sam, she tried. Whenever, the speed was a little too much, she tried to drop a level and, body lock, latch on, and take the fight to the ground. But we seen Yazmine's takedown defense tested now, right? We seen the physical strength. Like I've seen her physical strength in the past where she could lock you up on the cage, but here she was improving. Every time Sam would step in, throw those knees to the body, clinch up, separate, go right back to what she was doing, right? So as a striker, Yazmine Jauregui is starting to figure it out. She's starting to get a little bit more comfortable with that range. She's using her speed to her advantage. She's the younger fighter, so I expect her to do this type of thing. After a while, it just kind of turned out to be like a Joanna fight. She was just comfortably winning on points, just letting the speed, carry the fight for her. Putting the combinations together. She was never really looking for a knockout in this fight, which I think she did have the power. She just kind of pot-shotted on Sam in this fight and, just moved around comfortably from there. Every time Sam would try to step in, she would use her strength to kind of push her off, So, 30-27 for Yazmine Jauregui. From here, I think, for Sam Hughes, I think it just comes down to a lot of things like physical strength and being able to catch up with these athletic fighters. She's a smart fighter, I think, but I think it just comes down to dealing with some of these, like I said, naturally gifted fighters. You have to have that dog in you where you can just impose your will, and you have to have that pop on your shot. You just have to kind of develop more power, I think. And I think that's something that Sam is going to need. Moving forward from here, I think, she still has to establish herself against a couple more unranked fighters and see how it goes from here. But I think she'll be able to do it. I think she'll be able to hang in there. As for Yazmine, with the way Yazmine's fighting, like I said, it's kind of reminiscent of a young Joanna. If she continues to add a little bit more technique to her style and her combinations aren't as predictable, I think she'll be dangerous. Once she learns how to pop off a jab and just fight comfortably off a jab and front kicks, I could see her fighting her way to the top 10 at least. I don't know about top 5 yet for Yazmine, but if nobody is able to take her down, if she's just as strong as she's looking in this Sam Hughes fight, then, you know, I think that, you know, she'll be a problem. I still stick with that, you know. Just kind of got turned off a little bit with how she was leading with her face a lot in the last few fights and got rocked a couple of times. You know, she was getting clipped. But if she starts to fight more at the range and a little bit more smarty, you know, I think we'll see, if she's a little bit more smart with it, you know, I think we'll see Yazmine Jauregui get to that top 10 at least, you know, for sure. But yeah, right now, like I said in the past when I talked about Yazmine, I like her work ethic and work rate. I don't want to see her rush. I don't want to see them try to rush her in there with somebody all the way at the top, like 5 or 6, nothing like that. You know, I think she just needs to keep putting it together and, you know, kind of test out her takedown defense a little bit more and learn how to fight more at the range, you know, with like fighters like Joanna, because that's who she tends to kind of fight more after, you know, fast hands, a lot of, you know, high work rate, a lot of movement, and, you know, real heavy striking base, right? So, yeah, who's next for Sam? Who's next for Yazmine, y'all think? Yazmine Jauregui, maybe one more unranked fight before she gets to top 15 as well. Who do y'all think? Combo Breaker 99, I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.